My name is Larry Shore. I'm a family doctor here in San Francisco, and I've been in practice for a long time now, since 1981. And I want to talk a little bit about how I've used the electronic record progressively in the exam room. I talked a little bit about the tools that we use to record data, but this is the way I've done it over the years relating to patients like Stacy here. So in the old days, this is what I had. This was my electronic medical record. This is the classic problem-oriented medical record. And the patient would be there, and I would be carefully taking notes as she talked using this high-tech recording device. And I would record, and when there's something really important, I would record it on the left-hand side where the problems are, because it's a problem-oriented medical record. This worked great. There was never too much data because your hand would get tired from writing. The data was organized, and as long as everything was filed perfectly, you never lost any information. Well, it wasn't always filed perfectly, but it worked pretty well. When we made the transition to electronic records, I have to say the original versions were a bit much for me. I'd never been on the internet. I barely had a cell phone, and I was trying to learn this technology at the same time, and I had so much confidence in the way the paper system worked. So in the beginning, I would be there with the patient, I would take notes, then I would go back to my office, complete the note here, but do another version of it for the electronic record. And then if I liked that one better, I'd print it out and put it back in the paper record. This basically doubled my efforts, but there was a nice typed version. Now we've evolved into an enterprise-wide electronic record, which I think is a good idea. So our large medical group shares the one record. And wherever you are, you can enter into that and extract from that, and that's good. But you still have to put the information into the record. So one of the ways to do that is to have a computer in each of the offices, where you have a virtual desktop, and you can sit or stand wherever you like. You can make it whatever way you want, but you tend to end up doing this. I've got a computer here. I'm having a good time with the computer. She's over here looking at my back. So I don't think that's a particularly good way to go. I mean, sometimes you can orient it a little bit, but you're still typing and trying to relate to someone at the same time. The version that seems to work a little bit better for me is a more inobtrusive version. This is basically an ultra portable. There's a bunch of these around. They're even not all that expensive now. And we can be talking. I can be taking notes if I want to on a piece of scratch paper. I don't have the old paper chart anymore. That's long gone. And from time to time, if I need data, I can flip open the computer, and there it is. But I still have the problem of recording the data. And I think it's hard to be recording stuff in a great deal of typing while you're trying to listen to someone and hear what they have to say. So there are various versions of how to do that more efficiently. One of them is to dictate. And you can dictate either to a human being, either in your country or in another country, or you can dictate using voice recognition. Now, I like voice recognition a lot, but I have to say I've gone through a lot of different microphones trying to make it just perfect. What I'm trying to do now is to use the ultra portable with a more sensitive, more accurate portable microphone, which you can see right here. The idea is that I could go back and forth between having a conversation and recording, and basically we would be able to relate during the visit's complete, and it's pretty legible, and I didn't have to type, and I'm done when I walk out of the room. We know now that physicians are spending twice as much time with data recording and data retrieval as they are actually face-to-face. We have to find ways to turn that around so we can see more patients spend more time and have more efficient documentation. And we're on a path. I mean, who knows where that path is going to lead us? I like voice recognition. I like portable devices. I like inexpensive. I like simple, practical solutions. And hopefully, patients like that we're less distracted by the machine.